Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Sue from sueslimsdown, and it's Saturday, so that means it's a weigh-in day. And I want to take a brief moment to share with you what the scale did today. Okay, well, I was getting ready for bed and I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't get my weigh in video up today, and I wanted to do that because I know many of you have been following me on my Facebook page too and been looking at the food I've been sharing. Um, Now, as you know, about a month ago, well, a little over a month ago now, it was in August that it was actually in late July that I found out that I had a chronic kidney disease, and I was diagnosed at stage 3B, which means my kidney numbers are pretty darn low. Um, it could be worse, but it could be better. There's no cure for chronic kidney disease, but it can be controlled and maybe slightly improved through diet. My doctor suggested that I start following a whole foods, plant based diet, which I did beginning August 1st. So in August, I lost 10.9 pounds. I have some really good weight losses. Um, Last week I had the week before last I think I had 4.4, and last week was over 3 pounds I lost. So I really wasn't expecting a weight loss today. uh, you know and there were days this week that I think I kind of overdid it on the starch. I'm doing a 50-50 plate where I do 50% a starch and 50% a non-starchy vegetable. And I know there were days this week that I wasn't real true to that I had more starch than I had vegetables. So I wasn't expecting a whole lot this week. So let me pause here and show you what the scale did. All right. Well, I was hoping for 1 pound and I ended up getting two. So that was a pleasant surprise. Um, it was a 2 pound loss for the week. This takes me to 1.9 for the month of September so far. It takes my yearly loss to 15.9. I think that's, yeah, I think it's a 15. Um, my total loss is 58.6. Now, that is great, except for I had a loss of 93 pounds at one time. So, but I'm well on my way. My percentage of body weight that I've lost, I forgot to write down my BMI, but the percentage of body weight that I lost is 21.09%. And that's since I started my weight loss. I have 19.3 pounds to go to Wonderland. To my halfway mark, I've got 12.8 pounds to go. To my goal, I have 84.2. And to that elusive 100-pound weight loss, I have 41.4 pounds to go. So I'm making progress. And obviously, this whole food plant-based diet is working for me. So right now, I'm not going to change a thing. This week, I'm going to be a little bit more mindful of really the looking at my plates visually to make sure I have 50-50, making sure I'm getting in those non-starchy vegetables. And my goal for this week is try to eat a green salad every day. I didn't do that every day last week. I ran out of lettuce, so I went and got some today. I did have one today. And tomorrow, so far for tomorrow, I don't have one, but I will have one at dinner time. Uh, so anyway, you need to know what I'm eating and what I'm not eating. So I'm eating, my starches are basically rice, and I've been eating some wild rice or some black rice and some brown rice, and some potatoes. And it's mostly potatoes. It's a potato heavy diet. And I want to tell you, no one is more shocked than I am that I can lose weight eating potatoes. But I am. So, and those are the main starches I'm eating. This week I plan on incorporating some red lentils, and Actually, tomorrow night I'm going to have some red lentil pasta for dinner. But anyway, so that's basically what I'm eating, and then I'm eating lots of vegetables like green peppers, red peppers, yellow, every type of pepper, onions, lettuce, and carrots, cucumbers, that type of thing. So anything that's a non-starchy vegetable, I'm eating. I need to eat more of those, and I'm eating those both raw and cooked, although I'm trying to get more raw vegetables because, from what I've read, the more raw you can eat, the better. Now, tomorrow for both breakfast and lunch, I'm having vegetables that were frozen that I'll be cooking at work, that I'll be putting in the microwave at work. So I will have cooked vegetables both times, but tomorrow night I'll be having raw with my dinner. And I'm not eating any oils. I'm not eating any processed food. I'm not eating any dairy. I'm trying not to eat any added sugar, although in some of the products that I've had this week, there has been a little bit of added sugar. Not much. So my goal is to keep my sodium under 1,000 milligrams every day. I succeeded this week, except for one day. Yesterday, I was high on sodium. And but most of the days I've been pretty good at that. So I'm trying to make sure I get between 31 and 52 grams of protein every day. Those are my two biggies there that I'm watching. Most of the days I'm succeeding. There have been a couple days that both my calories and my has been low. So it depends on what type of starch I'm eating. If I'm eating a rice heavy meal, it doesn't have quite as much protein in it as other like potatoes. I'm also keeping an eye on my phosphorus, although my phosphorus right now is okay. But it's in the back of my mind that I'm trying to keep, making sure that my food choices have low phosphorus. But the protein and the sodium is mainly what I'm eating. I'm not eating any oils, no fat whatsoever. The only fat that I'm getting is the fat that naturally occurs within the food that I'm eating, and that's mostly in the grains. So rice especially has it's more calorie dense, so it has more fat in it. Uh, and right now, like I said, right now I'm having great success. So from the beginning of August to today's weigh-in, I have lost almost 13 pounds. And I'm super, super excited about that. And I'm feeling better. So I'm much more energized. For the most part, I'm sleeping better. Although there were a couple nights this week that I had so much energy throughout the day and throughout the evening. I had a hard time getting to sleep. So I reverted back to taking some of my melatonin at night just to help me kind of calm down a little bit and get a little on those nights, get a little bit better sleep. So, but the one thing I've noticed, my energy level is much higher. I'm able to walk for longer periods of time without getting wind. Actually, I went for a pretty good walk today, and I didn't get winded at all. So, which I'm fighting against the elevation here as well as my kidney issue, because one of the big symptoms of kidney disease is that you have shortness of breath, and I was experiencing that in a big way. But that seems to have subsided, since I've been on this diet, and so I just have seen an overall improvement in my health and well-being, and of course, losing weight is great for my mental health. uh, I was really successful on Weight Watchers, so I don't want you to think that I'm throwing Weight Watchers under the bus. I'm not. I still use the app because I use it to track all my calories and my, all those other things that we're now able to see in the app. It's still a very useful tool. I'm still, trying to keep, I will still try to keep below the 23 points a day, which I have no problem doing. Believe me, most days I don't even make 13 points a day. But today I had, I don't remember. I think it was 19, or that might have been yesterday. I think that might have been yesterday. Let me look here. How many points I actually had today? Oh, I only have 5. So I didn't have anything for breakfast because potatoes are 0 points, and I had a vegetable with it, also 0 points. Um, the thing that I'm enjoying right now, and I put this up on my Facebook page yesterday, is that I ordered from a company called Plant Strong some pizza kits because I love pizza, and West Yellowstone here, it's pizza places and bars. That's basically what the food is here. And there's one in particular that I really like here. So I kind of been hungry for pizza, but I can't eat the cheese, or I should say I'm choosing not to eat the cheese. And of course there's lots of fat in it and stuff like that. So I've been staying away from the pizza places here. I've been really craving it. So when I saw that Plant Strong had pizza kits and I watched a video about it, it got really good reviews. I ordered the kits, and I got 5 pizzas with the sauce. So I've been cutting it. They give you a whole crust. I cut them into quarters because one serving is a quarter of a crust, and they store well in the freezer. And plus, I couldn't fit the whole crust in my freezer because my freezer isn't big enough here in the trailer. Now, anyway, so they send you the sauce packets and they send you these pizza crusts, and I've been baking it in my air fryer. And I had 2 pieces of pizza for dinner last night, and I had 2 pieces of pizza for lunch today. 5 points for both of those pieces. So point wise, they're great. And calorie wise, they are not bad. I want to tell you. Let me look here to see what these 2 pieces of pizza were. Where are they? So 240 calories for both of those pieces of pizza. I loaded up, I put the sauce on it, and everything is whole food, plant based, and no oils. And I loaded up with vegetables and bake it in my air fryer, and I'm loving it. So I'm not going to have any tomorrow for lunch. Obviously, I'm not going to take it to work, so it'll be my treat on the weekend. And if I want a cheesy taste on it, yesterday I put some nutritional yeast on it. Actually, at lunch today too, I put some nutritional yeast on it. There is a recipe that I can make a cheese sauce with nutritional yeast, but it calls for cashews. And right now, I'm not eating any nuts or seeds or legumes. And it seems to be working for me. So right now I'm sticking with what's working. All right. I'm going to wrap this up because I need to get to bed. And, this is why my hair looks like this. This is how I sleep at night. But I need to get to bed. I have to be up early in the morning because I work on Sundays. So just wanted to give you that quick update. And if you haven't logged onto my Facebook page, my Sue Slims Down with WW, please do, because I'm posting all my food up there. I'm not going to post it here in the videos. So make sure you check that. I'm also posting it on Carrie's Facebook page at Weight Watchers with Carrie. So if you want to see what my food's looking like. So anyway, you guys have a great night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.